Alright, welcome back guys. This is the second episode. Today we're going to go over how much does it cost to J-swap an NSX. Also, what do I need? So first off, we're going to go over what parts are needed, and then we'll go over the cost. I'll break down parts needed into three different categories. One is going to be what do I need from the NSX, what do I need from the J engine and donor chassis, and then the miscellaneous items that'll tie this all together. So with the NSX, you'll want to keep your transmission. You want to keep your axles and intermediate shaft. You want all four motor mounts. The oil pressure sending unit, you want to keep that, or you can buy a new one. That one's kind of expensive. The radiator fan temp sensor, those are pretty cheap. I'm going to buy that new though. You also need your air box and intake tube, and clutch and flywheel, and then the cooling temp sender. So other than that, you can get rid of your engine, sell it. That's what I did to fund my project. Just make sure you keep those items though. If you do decide to sell it. What you need from the J engine and chassis, I got my stuff from O2 Acura TL Type S. I did source it from different places, but the three things that you want to keep: engine, the harness, and the ECU. That's pretty much it. But with that engine that you have, you want everything that's on there. You want everything from the fuel rails, alternator, AC compressor, all that if you can, and if it's in good condition, great. Mine, however, was not. Basically, all the components will be new on it, as far as the AC compressor goes, the alternator, fuel rails, all that. Wasn't really happy with what I received, but we're going to make lemonade. Moving on, the miscellaneous items that you'll need. I might miss a bolt or two here, but this is what you're going to have to use. You don't have to use every single little item on here, but if you want this to be a clean swap, no check engine light on it, AC working, fully functional cluster, this is what you want. Because this swap, the way that David Dowling has designed it, is just basically you're taking an NSX, you're not compromising anything. Everything's going to always work. Radio, AC, it's pretty clean. So what you'll need: some fuel hose. You'll need the David Dowling kit, of course. The Dakota SGI, basically that's just going to be your speed signal converter, so that your speedo will work. And the FX01 immobilizer bypass. It's a little chip that we're going to solder into the ECU. I'll actually cover that in an episode, but that's how you get past the immobilizer. And then we're going to do some refresh parts. So I just got timing belt, water pump. I got a bunch of sensors because this thing rolled down a hill and they all broke off. So, alright, let's go ahead and let's start taking a look at all this stuff. Not going to go over the NSX items as far as videotaping that, just because if you're doing this swap, you already have an NSX, so just keep those items. But alright, let's go ahead and take a look. This is Mr. David Dowling's kit, and he was wonderful enough to put together instructions for it. So he will break down how to install every component in this kit. And what we've got here, that's your oil pressure sending relocation kit. These are our AC hoses, because we like our air conditioning down here in the south. And these right here are his mount adapters, Velocity Motors. Go check him out. Half shaft bracket. This is a throttle cable extension bracket for the mount. Pilot bushing here, so we can use our flywheel to match up our transmission. And then these are just some fuel hoses you'll need. That wasn't with this kit, but everything right here, that's the kit. We'll go over cost on that. But yeah, some fuel line. This is the SGI. This is how we get our speedo to work. And I'll go over how to install that as well. And then over here, these basically are our J items that are needed. Obviously you need the engine, but you need the full harness. This ECU I picked up on eBay, pretty cheap honestly. I think I paid less than 30 bucks for it. Decent condition, looks like it's been sitting for a while, but whatever. And this is our FX01 immobilizer. I won't be able to get a close up on that, but we're going to solder that in here, and I'll show you how to do that in another episode. And like I said, that's how we bypass our immobilizer. These are pretty much your main components. So let's go. These are just some additionals that I wanted to do. I'm eventually going to boost it, so I'm going to go ahead and install a high pressure fuel pump. I've got everything taken apart. I've got rear main seals, cam seals, a lot of sensors off the engine. Of course, I'm going to do timing belt, water pump, There's my AC compressor. Found that on eBay for a really good deal as well. If you look hard enough, you can actually find a reman. I think I paid $89 for that, which is a crazy steal. So that's it. Nothing too crazy today. Just going over this. Alright, now let's talk about cost, which is a bit of a fluid concept here because it really depends on if you want to do the job yourself or if you want to pay somebody to do it. I do know that for a while David Dowling was offering his service and he was completely doing these swaps for people. I don't know the price. You can contact him, NSX J-swap at Facebook. And Dave, if you're not doing these anymore, I apologize for all the random people messaging you now. But anyways, moving forward, I'm doing mine myself. It's going to cost me just shy of $4,000. That's going to be everything. That's my engine, the swap kit, all harnesses, I mean everything that I've needed, even the sensors that are broken. I'm still going to be able to pull this off with a $4,000 budget. I spent about $2,800 of that through David's kit, and that's really, I got everything you saw. And then I also got a harness that I ordered from him that I've not got yet. Those are made to order, so that takes a little bit to get them. So if you do want those, you got to get your order put in soon. You'll be waiting a little while because it's becoming a lot more popular. So for me, the additional money on there, I mean the harness for the J engine, I mean that's like $100 depending if you can find it used or not. You could find them brand new for $300. The ECU was $29 on eBay. That's the ECU for the J series engine. And those two components. The Dakota SGI, you can find those on Summit. They're about $50. The FX01 immobilizer, $50. And then fuel hoses and fittings. I mean, you can just get creative and order from wherever you want. So it's not that huge of cost in you know, the grand scheme of things. Looking at how much it costs to rebuild an NSX engine right now, it can get anywhere from $7,000 and go up to $10,000, really depending on what's going on. Biggest issue here are with cranks and bearings and just a lot of parts not being available anymore, which is what drives most of us to get to this position to want to put a J engine in it. I mean, you sleep at night, you don't have to worry about NSX tax, is what we would like to call it, when everything NSX related is ridiculously priced just because it's scarce. So if you have any questions, I may have missed some things, feel free to message me or drop a comment. I'm usually right by my phone, so I'm eager to help you guys out with this. So just let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And next visit, we're going to cover the valve adjustment and the timing belt just to get this all freshened up before we put it back in the hole. So make sure you check that out, alright? See you.